Good evening, Beer Fan TV. Welcome to another episode. Tonight we have another masked crusade. No, I don't know what we're doing here.
Taste test.
A taste test, blind taste test with a mask. There is a mask in there, but it's Clwb Tropica out of the can versus Clwb Tropica out of the Perfect Draft. From experience, I've done these in the past, I think they do taste different. Some people have done similar taste comparisons and they don't think there's a bigger taste difference. I think there is.
Okay.
But I think the fairest way to do it is use the mask, blind taste test, have that on, and you pour them into the glasses. Because last time I'd done it, I poured them in and I commented on how one was more carbonated than the other. And then when I was reviewing it, I noticed it, and you might think, well, he knew it was more carbonated, so he knew that was what it was going to be. Anyway, but if I can't see it being poured, because I think, obviously you drink with your mouth, but I think you're influenced by what you see, what you hear. And if I don't know one's more carbonated than the other, and I'm just blind to it, then I'm pretty confident it should be harder for me to know which one is which. So just give you a rundown. Both beers will be poured in tiny Rebel glasses. They're identical apart from the labelling on the glasses. The can has been stored in a fridge at 3 degrees, and that's stored, as we know, stores and pours at 3 degrees itself. So it's going to be an identical test.
Okay.
More importantly, I think cost, because I think if one works out more tastier, or they're very, very similar, there's not a big difference. A keg on the Perfect Draft today will cost you £38.90. You get 6 litres. 6 litres in a keg. A can will cost you about £2 from Sainsbury's. We done a bit of pre-math, didn't we, Lee?
A little bit. We tried.
So how many cans do you get in a litre?
About 3.
3, about 3. And then how many cans is that in total? 18?
It was 18. Yeah.
36 quid, ladies and gentlemen. 36 quid.
36 for the
would
cans.
get you the equivalent-ish in maybe 30, you know, 36, 30, yeah.
Difference.
Very similar in price. And I just think, is it worth, if you're a fan of Clwb Tropica and you're thinking, do I get a Perfect Draft because I'm planning to drink Clwb Tropica on it, or do I just stick to the cans because I've got to buy the machine that goes with them?
Mm.
Today we're going to find out, blind taste test, is there a big enough difference to get it on there? And or is this a good version to try before you buy?
Yeah.
£2, are you going to like it?
Just to try it, taste it.
Does it taste the same? So, steps again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to blindfold up. Lee will pour the beer into the glasses.
Okay. Now, is
One
there a
there.
knack to pouring with that? Because I've not done that before.
Do you want to have a little test?
Yeah.
Shall I get you a glass?
Yeah.
Let me get you a glass. Have a little warm up, so to speak. Oh, trying that.
Okay.
This is actually quite good for someone that's considering buying one of these. What's it actually like for a first timer to actually use? Is it easy to put on the other side of the bar, do you think?
Should we go round?
Give it a go. Well, you're left-handed, aren't you?
Yeah.
You might be alright. I'll put the glass under.
No, but do you normally hold that? What hand do you hold that with?
I just like right hand.
Yeah, so I'll go round then.
Alright. Just going to go around. There you go. So just have a little practice.
Okay, so do you tilt it or anything?
Yeah, tilt it. Yeah.
Are you meant to?
Yeah, at 45 degrees.
Okay.
There you go.
Then
Pour really fast, all the way down, all the way down. Stop. There you go.
Like
Give
that?
it a second. So that gives you an idea. See, look, it settles quite quickly.
Easy.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to? Well, maybe try and mask up then, so you can at least do this one,
Okay.
and then, or whichever one you want to do. So then it's done, isn't it? And you've got that one poured. So I'll mask up. So I have no
How
idea.
full do you want me to do it?
I would do it so that maybe don't take it to the brim because you might spit
about
it.
there.
But then just make sure you fill the can to the same level. Yeah?
Okay.
Alright. Mask it up. Mask of truth.
Right. You see anything?
I can see fuck all.
Okay.
I can't see anything right now. Hands off my wallet. Oh, I can hear it going in. It's a sweet sound. Beer being poured. Oh, that's the air compressor kicking in, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going?
It's okay.
Happy with that?
It's only like about half full.
Well, maybe
right?
put a little bit more in. I think the key thing is making sure whatever you put in from the can, it's a similar level. Does that make sense? So that way, don't worry, we will speed this up, everyone. What would be interesting though, do they pour the same? Is one got a lot more head on than the other? You don't have to mention it, but maybe you can show it to the camera. Be interesting to know. And maybe once you've poured them, show them up to the camera. So, and then let the camera focus on them, because then they'll be able to see what the two look like from the can.
Okay.
But don't say anything though, will you? Because don't let it into influence.
My opinion.
Shh! Don't say it. I don't want to influence what I'm about to try. Because I
Don't
want
want me to say it.
Well, no, show it up to the camera
Okay.
like that. But don't tell me, because I want to be able to drink these blind and have no idea which is which, and then I'm going to say which one I think is the can, which one I think is the keg.
That's the other one. So.
There we go. Alright, so.
Hold on, stay there.
Me stay where?
Just don't move.
I ain't moving.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah. Well, you put it in my hand, are you?
I'm going to put it in your hand.
Alright, so hands down. So, this is the first one.
This is first one.
Okay. Here we go. Now, first of all, you can smell that fruity, lilty. Lil is what it smells like to me. From when I've had it before. It's quite carbonated. But I think I know which one this is straight away.
What one do you think that one is?
Well, before I try the other one, I'm not going to say for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not massively bitter. It hasn't got a long bitter back end taste. It's a little bit smooth to, it's quite smooth to drink, but more importantly, it's got a bit of a thicker. It's a thicker drink. It's not as thin, and I think that makes me think I'll have water if that's okay, just to replenish the palate. I think that one's the perfect draft because it's a bit thicker, the head's a bit foamier, and it's just a bit of a thicker drink, and it's not got that tinny taste. But let's see. This feels heavy. I think this is the can straight away because you would have poured that easier. Now they smell almost the same. This has actually got more fruit coming through actually.
They smell the same to me.
Yeah, I think this one I think a little bit more fruitiness. That's 100% the can. I'm so sure that's the can. It's way more like bitter to drink. It's thinner. And it's got a bit more of a drier taste to it. A bit more drier. And that's why I think that's the can. Let's take off the blindfold. Am I right?
You were right.
Yes!
That was the can.
Alright, man, they look different as well, don't they? My eyes need to adjust. This one's lighter. The can's lighter.
A bit lighter.
And, I mean, that's been in there 9 days, the perfect draft. I'm not the biggest fan of it, if I'm honest. I've got guys coming over for the rugby tomorrow. I'm hoping to hell that they drink it.
So you don't like this one?
Not keen on it, if I'm honest. Yeah, not keen on it. As far as IPAs go, no, I'm not really a fruity. I'm not that fruity, if I'm honest.
I don't know, it's a bit sharp tasting.
It's not been one of I was looking forward to it because it gets so many good reviews, but for me, I like the IPAs. I'm a fan of the IPAs. But this is just a bit too like, I couldn't drink it all night.
Mm.
If I went to a pub and and I had one of these, I'd be like, oh, do you know what? It's not too bad. One thing I do think though is when it's in the keg, it's a darker colour. So I don't know whether it's darker because it just is out the keg, or whether it oxidises when it's in the keg. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Can you see that? I think there's a noticeable colour difference there between the two. Keg, can. You could get the can, and I think the keg tastes better than the can.
So this was keg, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's can.
Oh, it does taste different.
What do you think? So I think ultimately, guys, here's the question. So in my opinion, if I was going to buy it, would I buy it in the can?
That's noticeably different.
Noticeably.
Really don't like, but the one from there.
That's the can. Yeah. The can isn't as nice. I think it's the way that they have to put it in something like this, because that's got to sit on a supermarket shelf in a metal can, and when you open it, that's when it all kind of fizzes up and the air hits it. You know, it oxidises. So I think it is brewed a bit different to the stuff that sits in a keg.
If you like it anyway, you should get one.
Yeah, if you like Clwb Tropica, get a perfect draft.
Yeah.
Because I think it tastes nice in the can. But if you are going to try before you buy, get yourself a can. If you're not that keen on the can, I probably wouldn't go much further and buy it on the keg, would you?
No.
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 Maybe try something different. Yeah. Get something different. But I think, yeah, other than that, listen, £2 in the can, which is 36 quid to get the same amount in the keg. The keg's probably worth the extra couple of quid, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
If you're considering doing one or the other.
I quite like the look of the design of it. It's quite eye-catching.
This Tiny Rebel though, isn't it? They were like, do you know how these guys started? It was two guys, literally started, they were kind of brewing out of a garage near enough. And honestly, brewing out of a garage and in Wales, and then a lot of people were like, actually it tastes quite good, I'll take it to pot or whatever. Started growing, and then they've had two, I think they're on their second sort of warehouse brewery now, and now they're massive. Tiny Rebel, huge. I mean, I like the glass. I like the
glasses.
The glasses are good. I think the artwork's good. I don't.
You don't actually like the product.
I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't buy a keg of it again.
Yeah.
Not for 38 quid, and I certainly wouldn't go out and buy 24 cans of it, or sorry, 18 cans of it. So yeah, I think that's it. Hope that's helped. See you on the next one.